Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Gavinsky's Tutorials. Today I'm super excited to be showing you something that is genuinely, I think, very different, very cool. This deserves to do well. I think this is brilliant. So this just came out for iOS. It's called ToneBank. It's by Node Audio. They made another app in Tonal Studio. So this was out on desktop for a while, just became available for iOS. It is $10. I don't know if that's an intro price or, that's the general price or what. And anyway, it's a super interesting app. So it's a Midi app. I'm using it here. If you have a listen, I'm sending this to a few different things. So this first instance, I'm sending to this double bass. The second instance is going to this electric piano. Third instance is going to this kalimba, and the fourth instance is going to this harp. By the way, thanks a lot to all of you, who used the link that I shared to get a discount on piano, the affiliate link. I really appreciate your support, guys. Thank you so much. So basically, what I found really interesting was, I opened this up and I sent it to, first just a kalimba. And then you open up another instance. The thing is, the instances by default will be linked, right? And you can see that they're linked because if I, take the second one, if I change, say, this preset here, you can see it's also changed here. It's changed in all of those instances. Now, it doesn't mean that everything is linked. Basically, if we look at an instance, it is, these controls are global, and these controls are per instance. I think this is a really well thought out plugin. It's beautifully designed. It looks lovely. And it's pretty intuitive. It's really fab, I think. So it's basically based on concepts from the African music tradition related to harmony and rhythm. When you open these up and you start playing, have a listen to each instance, and you'll see, I tweaked very little here, right? This is just a preset. The only choice I made here was which instance would be on loop mode and which would be on melody. Loop is more like for accompaniment instruments, and melody is for the main sort of lead. Now you can go in, you do have a lot of control. There are a lot of things that you can change, right? But we just start off with a basic preset. But what I loved was that each instance is, playing a complementary rhythm and melody. So listen to the first one. I'll bring them in one by one, and you'll see they're all doing different things, but it's all very complementary. It's all very it's all very musical. Right? So I love that. The problem with a lot of generative plugins is they're just not really that musical, the output of them. This seems to be very musical, but you can go in, you can tweak a lot of stuff yourself in here. So first we have here some different presets. Okay, and we can go in and change the root note. Terry Riley and those guys would absolutely love this. We can have it synced to host, right? Or not. If we turn this off, then we can set the BPM manually. By the way, you also don't have to have all the instances synced. If we go to the menu, we can choose to unsync instances. I see there are copy and paste settings. I haven't played around with those. I also haven't looked at what this is. I'm sure it's explained in the manual, but you can also pick different colors for instances to make them easier to identify. And so I did set different colors for each instance before I started this video. here we've got a representation of the scale and we can see what note's being played when. Here we can change the multiple in relation to the host BPM. It's a multiplier. So now everything's divided by 2, so it's just going half the speed. Right, and so we have various division options, and we also have options to speed up. Or just put it back at 1, and now it's 98 BPM. This is really cool. So here we can change the length, and we can see, different, how many beats there will be and how many divisions each beat will be divided into. So, even just playing around with the length and the harmony and stuff, you can get quite a lot of variety. See, what it's doing is, if we look at this thing here, I'll go into this in more detail in a minute, but basically it's a loop of chords, and every time it loops round, instruments might pick a different note, and they might not play a note, on every division and stuff like that. So that's what creates the interesting things. If you have generate on here, it'll all evolve over time. If we look here, the white markers show the start of a beat, right? So, here we have 8 beats, right? 8 times 3. So this first beat, this is division 1, division 2, division 3. This black line here, this is the division between claves. That means it's the division between the different chords. Come back to chords in a second. So here we also have different tuning options. So at the moment it's set to default, but I can change it to other different microtonal options. And if you're into microtones, check out the other app by this developer in Tonal Studio. There's also an MPE mode. I have not, although I love MPE, I've only had very limited time with this app so far. Here, swing. So if you remember, here we've set this, every beat has 3 divisions, right? So here, there's no swing. Each division will be the same length. Here, division 1 and 3 will be twice the length of the middle division. Okay, this is great, isn't it? This is a really cool app, I think. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'm so happy to see something a bit different, guys, there's just so much samey stuff, so much mediocre stuff. I don't even cover, most of the stuff that comes out, don't even try to. This is just a problem, when markets mature, it's just harder for people to get fresh ideas. This is a fresh idea as far as I'm concerned. That's great, isn't it? Right, that's really swinging. So if we come down here, if we look at this, so each column represents a chord. There will be different number of columns, depending on the harmony that you select, because not all of them will have 5 chords like this one does. So here you can see the notes that are in the chord, and you can see in this it's only actually 2 note chords. So if I put everything here, if I put it all red, now basically everything's just going to be, every note is just going to be B flat or E, but it might be on different octaves, right? And so now here, when the playhead is here, it's going to be able to play G and D, right? So, this is one thing where you can go in and play around with things. we can shift the pattern. Up or down. Right? Which is also really fun to play with live, you know? And here we can shift it all forwards or backwards. You know, I don't understand. I looked at YouTube. I mean, this came out months ago. I only saw videos by the developer. Like, there's nothing else on this, and it's such a pity because it should be more well known, I think. I feel like this will be really popular, at least with my viewers. Here we can set accents. And here we can set tie notes. Whether you actually hear ties, you know, will depend on what you're sending it to. Here I've got a staccato bass, so you're not actually going to hear any ties there anyway. But, you know, it can set accents and stuff. Let's see. Not really hearing those accents there, but I definitely have heard them before. I'm not sure why that is. Also here there are a few options. Like if I tap this one, this is like shortcuts. This will set an accent at the start of every clave. The second thing here will put an accent at the start of every beat. And here we can clear them all. Presumably, haven't tried it, must be that. If you want to change the chords by tapping here, this needs to be toggled on. The alternative is this. If this is toggled on, this is mute. And when I tap on a column, now those columns are muted. Here, this is the grid view currently. If I tap here, this is the pitch slider view. There's a keyboard shortcut to turn steps inactive, but that is not working at the moment in the iOS version. From my testing, I mentioned it to the dev and he agreed that's just a little oversight that'll be fixed. But so here I can go in and manually adjust. You know, let me just pull everything down. Oh, it's got a draw mode. Okay, great. Okay, brilliant. Look, so draw mode. Yes, draw mode for the win. My God. It's a great plugin. So if it's, I forget if I said, I think I said if it's set to generate, it's going to, keep making variations each time. If we turn generate off, it won't. Although I think there might still be variations in the octave, if I remember, or something. This is described in the manual. There's definitely a difference between having it on and having it off. So let me let you just hear the difference between loop and melody on this bass line. And I'll play with some of these controls. So density, we're basically getting more notes. These are described in a little bit more specific terms and maybe in the manual than what I will be able to recall. Got a bad DSP spike there. Do you see that? Wow. So pitch variance. How much pitch variation we'll get. Rhythmic tension. This is also described in the manual. It's something about where the notes fall in relation to the start of the claves. Again, see the manual for specifics on that. Here we can set the velocity range. This is very elegantly done. It works very well too on a touchscreen, everything that I've seen here. So So, we can adjust the range for the velocity there. And we also have mute here, and mute will, stop the audio, but like everything will keep running, which won't happen if you bypass it. According to the manual, I haven't checked it. We can also set range here. I got another massive DSP spike there. And even though my buffer size is 512, so yeah, I wonder if this is going to need optimizing. Didn't have any of that though, until I was recording. I will say, like, doing screen recording and stuff is quite, and all my like mic chain and everything attached is fairly heavy. But I mean, you see the DSP normally here is pretty low. But I have definitely noticed that when I'm screen recording, it is possible sometimes to get DSP spikes that just would not normally have happened. In the hours that I played around with this preparing for this video, I didn't have anything like that happen, I will say. But I am leaving it in on this video because, it did happen. So here again, we have controls for for density and development, how the phrases will develop over time. And if it's set to solo mode, here we set the length of phrases and how much space there can be between phrases. A phrase just being, it's discussed in terminology of words and syllables, and basically patterns of longer and shorter notes together. So you see now with this higher space value, we're getting a lot more space between the phrases. So then in this mode here, fix phrase beginning, you see a little white thing has appeared here. And if we tap somewhere, now we're setting the point where the phrase can begin. But I don't know, because... Oh no, there we go. There we go. Yeah, so it takes a little while to catch up. Right, great. And again, we can set the phrase length. And then here we can fix where the phrase ends. Yeah, see it ended there. Really neat. In this direct mode, you just tap here. This is great, right? You just tap here, play phrase now. Be wary, by the way, because initially I thought maybe you had to long press this, but long pressing it doesn't work. If you long press it, you'll just have silence. I ended up abandoning my last take of this because of that. It messed things up, and I just didn't know what was going on. Anyway, it's great. These were very useful, these little modes. So let's another DSP spike, my god, yeah. So let's see, is there anything else important here that I haven't discussed? We've got this range here. I think those are really the main things, So let's just put these in again. Oh, yeah, so there is one thing I didn't show you yet. So if we go to harmony, if we go to edit, then now here we can set our own chords for patterns, right? And look, there's MIDI input, so you can use a MIDI keyboard to put those in, whether it's in your host or a physical keyboard, right? So you see there I tapped and I've added A, and now I've added E. Okay, and then I go to the next one and I just put in what I want it to be. Let's say BDF, whatever, and I go through like that and just add everything, and then I can either clear it or I can select it, and then it'll ask me to put in a name, and it's saved, and now it's using that, right? So that's how you go in and set up your own possible chords to be used, and then you can go in here and make sure edit is on, not mute. Then you go in and you can set up your progression. That's not an interesting example with those two chords, but you get the idea, hopefully. So I think this is very interesting. I remember seeing something about call and response. I don't know. I'm not sure how that's set up. The developer does have some other videos on their YouTube channel, so you can go and check that out if you want. Anyway, fabulous little app. I really love this kind of thing. Great to see something a bit different. I'll see you later, guys. Thanks again for all your support. Take care.